I don't think it's Roy because it's just too obvious. I'm kind of split on that because of the fact that if they do somebody that we haven't already seen, then it's like we're all speculating, like it could be one of the longbow hunters, or I don't even know who they are. Trust me, like I said, I'm not a comic book person. I've just heard about them from what I know is from watching those other videos. So I'm wondering if it's either like someone we've never seen before on the show, but I'm kind of hoping it's somebody we know. I have a stupid theory. I know nobody's gonna agree with me on it, but I have a feeling that if they do something different on the show, because in the past, every time we've met a character that's like behind a mask, and the big reveal of who they are, it just feels like we didn't even know them to begin with, so how is it a big reveal? Like, for example, Ragman. When Ragman first showed up, we didn't know baseline of his character itself, so it wasn't like any big shock that he was Ragman because we just didn't know who he was. And second of all, with Vigilante, when Vigilante first appeared, and I just rewatched some of the episodes, when Vigilante first appeared, we didn't know Vince's character. We hadn't even met him. We were just meeting Dinah at the time. So for them to go for so long with Vigilante hopping in and out, being Vince, but we didn't even know a backstory. It wasn't like until closer to the actual reveal that we learned a little bit more about who Vince really was. And we wouldn't recognize his face because we've only seen him in those flashback scenes with Dinah. So it wasn't like it was like a wow. It was more like a, oh, okay, yeah, that's possible. So I'm really hoping they go for something different. And like the only time that that's happened was with Malcolm Merlyn. So I really feel like I'm hoping that, you know, when they reveal who the Green Arrow, the new Green Arrow is, it's going to be like, oh my god, wow, I didn't see that coming. Not just like, oh, okay, that's the person, that makes sense, you know. The only person, like, I can't think of, and I'm sitting here mulling in my brain, because obviously, like I said, if it's a character that we already know and have established, it's like, who could it be? Because we know it's not Dinah. Because, like, obviously, there's actually a scene in the promo where she's coming up on the Green Arrow with a gun pulled. We know it's not Renee. Because Renee, as well, he's following around this new vigilante. I'm kind of hoping it's not a villain. Like, somebody that's trying to tarnish Oliver's name, trying to make the Green Arrow look bad, because we already know that Oliver's the Green Arrow, so like this person has to be doing it to kind of carry on Oliver's legacy. I'm hoping. Everybody says that the new Green Arrow is killing, but there's really no evidence of that. I mean, yes, all of what we've seen is just teasers, and obviously they're just trying to tease to make it look like the new Green Arrow is mean. But do we even see any real kill shots? Like, do we know that these people are dead, or are they just arrowed and knocked out like Oliver usually does lately? So I have this random, the only person that I can wrap my head around being in the Green Arrow outfit is definitely not Curtis. I just don't see it being Curtis. And the other great thing about the Green Arrow outfit is, like, when Dig was first in the costume and stuff like that, it always looks like Oliver. It always looks the same until the reveal. And so it could be, literally, it could be anyone in that suit. It could be, right now, I'm guessing it's probably just one of the stunt actors in the suit itself. And if you notice, every time they position, the way the camera positions to the Green Arrow, you can't get a real aspect of the size of the person in the suit. So I'm guessing from the promos that the person, the actual character that's wearing the Green Arrow suit, hasn't actually put on the Green Arrow suit in the promos. I'm sure by now they've probably filmed in the Green Arrow suit, but at this point they probably have the actress or actor that's playing the Green Arrow probably hasn't been filmed in the suit itself. So there's no real racial aspect of being able to see the size of the person in the suit. I really, like I said, I thought it was Colton. But I have a weird theory. I know everybody's going to be like, you crazy. And that's fine, because I could be really crazy, or I can be really smart. I'm hoping I'm really crazy, because I just don't know how this would make sense. But what if, if you think about it, the person in that suit obviously has to be a good archer. Now, all the good archers that I know on the show are pretty much gone. Or obvious choices, like, literally, Roy is an obvious choice. Thea's gone. Malcolm Merlin's gone. Nessa Al Ghul is gone. All the archers that we know are gone. So who could be in the suit, or who's smart enough to figure out how to become an archer? The only person that I can see, and I know everybody's gonna get mad at me for this one. What if behind that mask is Felicity? What if she's trying to carry on what Oliver started? Because she's always telling Oliver, you know, look what you've done, look what you've accomplished, kind of drilling that home. And the clear statement in what we hear Felicity say is, I need to fight back. So what if Felicity, who's spent 6 years watching Oliver shoot bows and arrows everywhere, out in the field, in the bunker, whatever, and she's pretty smart with angles and things like that, what if she's taught herself in the last 5 months or 6 months or however long the time is, I think it's 5 months, what if she's taught herself to shoot the bow and arrow? What if it's her? Because we already know that throughout the course of some of the different episodes, we've seen Felicity be very physically active and punching the punching bags, and you don't really see it on camera, but off camera, you know, Felicity shows up in the scene and she's like buffer and stuff like that. And it's obviously because Emily Better Cards works out a lot. But what if that's all been building to this moment where Felicity is actually the one behind the mask? Because I'm pretty sure it's not Dave, and he's not an archer. And the other thing, in my defense for Felicity, is obviously William knew about Oliver being the Green Arrow. And if you remember correctly, when they were playing the game with Oliver and William were playing the little bow and arrow game, and Oliver sucked at it. So William kind of knows how to be an archer a little bit too. So maybe he helped Felicity. I know it's way out there, but hey, stranger things have happened. If it's Felicity behind the mask, it would be like a, oh my god, and so many people are going to lose their minds. If I'm wrong, well, I know it's a crazy theory. I understand it's a crazy theory, but it's still a theory. If you want to agree or disagree, leave me a comment in the section below, and we can definitely discuss. And like I said, I already know I'm crazy for this theory, so hey, if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, well, I already knew it was a stupid theory. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will make more videos of what my messed up head has come up with. And I might also do some videos on The Flash and Legends, Supergirl,